वेलकम टू सिटी 42 स्पेशल। मैं हूं काजिम रिजवी। नाज़रीन, पाकिस्तान और अमेरिका के ताल्लुकात हम सब के लिए इंतहाई अहमियत का दर्जा रखते हैं। ये ताल्लुकात ना सिर्फ पाकिस्तान में बसने वालों के लिए अहम है, बल्कि जहाँ जहाँ पाकिस्तानी दुनिया भर में आबाद हैं, उनकी ज़िंदगियाँ किसी न किसी तरह इन ताल्लुकात से मुतासर होती हैं। पिछले 62 बरसों में पाकिस्तान और अमेरिका के ताल्लुकात में कई उतार चढ़ाव आए हैं। मौजूदा पाक अमेरिका ताल्लुकात की क्या सूरत हाल है और इन ताल्लुकात का मुस्तकबिल क्या होगा, इस बारे में जानने के लिए और गुफ्तगू करने के लिए हमारे साथ मौजूद हैं लाहौर में तैनात अमेरिकी काउंसल जनरल मिस कार्मिला कॉनरॉय। Madam Consul General, welcome to City 42 Special.
Thank you, Kazim. Thanks for having me.
We begin our talk with your appointment in Lahore. Madam Consul General, you were posted in Lahore few months back. How are you like it here? Are you facing any difficulties working here, especially considering the current situation of security in Pakistan?
I and the rest of us at Consulate, U.S. Consulate General Lahore feel very lucky to be posted here. We had, during the Secretary of State's visit, we had officers come from our embassy and from the other two consulates in Pakistan. And after spending some time here, they all said that they wished they were in Lahore too. So we're liking very much, we're liking Lahore and feel good about being here. On the security situation, we're very sorry about the losses that have been suffered as a result of attacks, of course, most recently at Moon Market and previous to that on various public installations, and our condolences, sincere condolences to the victims and their families for that.
Regarding working here, did you have any security concerns while working in Lahore specifically?
No, we receive really good support from the Punjab Police Department. We've got very professional security staff who are helping us out here, and so we take reasonable precautions like anybody does, but otherwise we find that we're able to do our work here and go about our business.
So you have been in Lahore for a few months now.
Mm-hmm.
What is about culture and food here that attracted you the most?
Oh boy. I probably would start with the textiles and the fashions. I find the Pakistani textiles to be beautiful. People began encouraging me to wear shalwar kameez before I even arrived, and I find that the local dress is very beautiful and very comfortable, and so I've been delighted to be able to adopt to the local dress. And then next, as you mentioned, the food here is delicious. I was surprised. I was expecting that there would be delicious local food, and was expecting spicy foods and curries, which I love. They're fantastic. What I wasn't expecting was that Lahore would be quite as cosmopolitan as it is. I had some of the best cheesecake I've ever had very recently from a company here in Lahore, and so Asian food, European food, all sorts of things. It's been a real delight.
So any favorite Lahori dish? If you have any
yeah. I don't know the names actually. People have been so hospitable. I rarely go to restaurants. I often am invited to people's homes, and I don't actually know the names of the food. I just know it's all good.
I think you like the barbecue most.
I like barbecue a lot.
Okay. Coming to the American Secretary of State Hillary Clinton's recent visit to Pakistan, especially to Lahore. Mm-hmm. During her visit, she upgraded American consulate. Please elaborate on why this measure was undertaken and what implications this would have on the common man and the business community of Lahore.
Okay. We did. We were delighted. The Secretary actually visited our facility to unveil a new seal as a Consulate General of the United States, and we were all very proud to have her here for that. And before I came out, I asked people in Washington. I knew that my predecessor, Mr. Brian Hunt, and other people had been working on achieving the upgrade, and I wondered what the specific difference was between a consulate and a consulate general. And the answer that I got is that there's no specific difference in terms of services provided. There's not a specific threshold for numbers of personnel. It's simply an indication of the importance that the United States places on relationships with the host country, and also a recognition of the importance of the city where the consulate is, or consulate general is located. And so I think that the upgrade of diplomatic status from consulate to consulate general, not only for us here in Lahore, but also for our constituent post in Peshawar, are indications of the great importance that the Obama administration places on relations with Pakistan generally, and also of a recognition of how important it is that the provincial capital of the most populous province in Pakistan also have a consulate general. And so that's really what it's about. In terms of more services, we don't expect to see any immediate change in that, although, as I mentioned recently at an event at the Lahore Chamber of Commerce and Industry, we are working on being able to provide non-immigrant visas again out of Consulate General Lahore. We're working on it, but I'm sorry to say we don't have a date yet for when we'll be able to start doing that.
Well, the upgradation was expected by you and your staff of Lahore Consulate, the upgradation of the consulate from Lahore Consulate to Consulate General. Were you expecting that ceremony to take place in Lahore, and Hillary Clinton will do the upgradation by herself during her visit?
We hoped so. I mean, we thought that, we knew that the upgrade was in the works, and we also were expecting the Secretary's visit, and we asked if it was possible to make the two things happen at the same time, because, as I said, we were very excited to have the Secretary herself at the consulate.
Other than that, the citizens of Lahore, they have demanded that they be issued US visas from Lahore. So will the recent upgradation of the Lahore Consulate start this facility?
No, the two issues are separate. If we had not had an upgrade, we would still be working on resuming visa services. With the upgrade, we're still doing the same thing. So there's separate issues, but we are working on resuming visa issuances out of Lahore.
Madam Consul General, we have to take a very short break, and we will be back after this very short break.